Are you ready to jump? Are you ready to jump into a greater life? You know, what we know is that when an individual is growing, they grow for a certain amount of time, and it's linear growth, it's straight line growth. They grow from point A to point B, but then there's these points in their development where they actually take a jump in consciousness, where there's actually a quantum shift that happens. And that what happens in these quantum shifts is that it's no longer straight line growth. They actually become a new creation. And when we look at the evolution of our species, when we look at the evolution of organizations, when we look at the evolution of anything, we see that we are moving more and more regularly into jump points. That we are making quantum shifts, and they're happening quicker and quicker. So what I want to talk about today is how to make one of these quantum shifts. How to go from straight line change into quantum change. How to go from straight line growth into quantum growth. And what we've learned is there's really three qualities that allow us to jump from where we are to where we really want to be, or to the next level of good in our life. And the first thing is that we have to be willing to let go. You cannot jump and hang on to the old ways. You cannot jump and hang on to the old thoughts. You cannot jump and hang on to the old understanding that got you to this point. So to really have a quantum leap, to jump into a new level of good, a new level of life, you've got to let go of what is. Two, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable in the time of change. That you can't jump and know what the new level of good is going to look like, feel like, be like. That to move into the next level of good, to jump into the new level that God has for you, you have to be in a time of uncomfort. There is a time of newness that can feel uncomfortable. And that's a requirement for when you're ready to jump, to be in that process. And the third point is, you have to trust something that you can't see. I call it God. But we can call it nature, we can call it the divine plan, we can call it infinite intelligence. But in these jump points, there's no way that intellectually you can understand what's about to happen. So you have to trust that there's an intelligence that's actually greater than your personal intelligence, that knows how to get you from point A to point B, even if that's straight up. So today, I'm inviting you into an experience of doing a quantum jump, jumping into a new level of life by letting go, by willing to be uncomfortable, and trusting a power greater than yourself. Have a great jump, and I look forward to being with you next week.